Hey, bros, what's good? And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have just joined us from the Nerdy Effect, if you are not currently watching the Nerdy Effect, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Listwits, the one, the only live interactive game show. I don't care what these other streamers have saying. I've watched 3 of them now that claim to be the game show. No, sorry, I got to trash on some people, and I feel bad doing it, but I don't have a choice in this matter. And you got to bear with me, folks, because apparently I have a problem. For some reason it did not do what it was supposed to do. Hey, Money, what's good? Oh, it kind of screwed up. Hold on. Sorry about that, folks, but apparently my software acted up on me today, and I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to rag a little bit. I don't like doing this, but I got to do it just a smidge. For the last, and Money, one of them is a friend of yours or somebody that you follow. So I'm going to feel a little bad doing this. I'm going to feel a little bad doing this. I have watched 3 other streamers. I have watched 3 other streamers that basically said that they run game shows. One of which is a very popular streamer. It goes by the name of Trainwrecks. I like Trainwrecks. He's a lot of energy. But running geospatial on your computer and letting people guess where you're at doesn't quite work as it doesn't quite work as a game show. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. All right, I think my Silicrostic game is hosed at the moment. No, but he puts that in his title. He puts that in his title, and it's kind of like, why? All right, you guys got to bear with me 1 minute as I screwed a little something up. And most of you guys probably have already seen this one, so we're just kind of out of luck in that regard. I did find out what I don't like about Streamlabs. Yes, like every Thursday night, I think, he basically calls it a game show. And I'm like, I love what he does. He's high energy. He has a very, very busy chat. I mean, a very busy chat. But Geospatial is not a game show. All right. I guess you could call it something, but he doesn't involve everybody in the chat. Is based on his Discord server, and he breaks them up into groups, and he chooses a spokesman for the group. All right. I get it with as many voters as you, or viewers as you have. And it's kind of like, I'm gonna say, okay, I can live with that one. But it is not interactive when the people you had as spokesmen don't do what your Discord chat asks you to do. I'm sorry, it's just missing something in that regard. Sorry, I forgot to put the webcam on. Then yesterday, I found a brand new one, or day before yesterday, I found a brand new one. And he runs Name That Tune. And I went back in, I looked, and holy crap, people, do not cover your entire screen with your chat. I couldn't make out where he was, I couldn't make out what he was doing, I think the only thing he does is like Name That Tune. And it's kind of like, all right, you're doing a twisted What Is It Wednesday. I get that. But it's not a game show. It's not a game show. And then finally, and I am going to blame Streamlabs for this a bit. For those of you that don't know, Streamlabs has what they call their little mini games. And I'm still working on getting mine set up. I'm working on getting some of mine set up. If you run the mini games from Streamlabs and you're not, and I'm going to give them credit, these two guys were interacting a little bit more with their chat because they didn't have that many people in there. If you're using what Streamlabs gives you, not a game show. There are 3 things that I've always said a game show has to have. 1, you have to have interaction with your audience. because, or your contestant row, so to speak. Don't have active interaction with that. Not going to do you any good. 2, you have to have a purpose. Oh, let's put up scratchers and wheel spin and one other one is missing something. Have a theme. Just throwing in a bunch of mini games, I don't even consider the mini games this part of the show. I really don't. This is just something to give you guys to look at instead of this ugly mug. If you're going to run a game show, do it right. If you run Jackbox, okay, I'll give you Jackbox. I will give you Jackbox. Jackbox qualifies as a game show because there's a theme around whichever one you choose. But the mini games, no. There's no theme. There's nothing to connect them together. You put the chat over top of everything in your window? No. And the worst part was, and I think this is why I kind of soured on this guy, I went back and looked at a couple of his archive videos because he only just started doing this in January, I think. And in January, he had it set out beautifully. He had it set out where you had the chat, you had the game show in front of you, so on and so forth. And it looked great. I mean, it looked absolutely great. But for whatever reason, and bear with me, I get to do a couple things here. There we go. It ruined it. It was basically, when I went back, because he did the first one and I wasn't happy with it. I mean, as a game show fan, I was kind of like, okay. And so I went back and looked at the archives, and I thought he nailed it. I thought he nailed it with the videos in the archives, and then for whatever reason, he changed it. And he did not change it for the better. I'm sorry, but I do not want to see your text chat over everything on the screen. I really don't. So it blew it away for me. It ruined what I thought was a fantastic setup. But we'll go with it as is. Now, before I get started, again, I am trying to use Streamlabs. So if somebody will please, and it doesn't really matter who, give me an exclamation points. I am testing a little something. So it's basically the command with the word points on it. So if somebody would be kind enough to do that, I would be most grateful. Because I can do it myself, but it's kind of going to spoil it. So again, I need somebody to give me exclamation points because I did not get to test this because I was trying to stay off the streaming process until I got it done. DMK, there is no you. You've been drinking. There we go. All right, I'm gonna hope it may not be catching them because it should have caught a few people's. I'll have to go back and check. I got to go back and check because it should have pulled the ones off the Streamlabs site and it didn't. And I got to work on it. Cricket, I have heard about. I haven't gone back to see yet, Money. Cricket, I do want to go catch. I'm glad you reminded me because I got to write that down before I forget, because I could not remember what their username was. I'm sitting there like I was drawing a blank. But yeah, it was kind of like, if you put game show in your title, I want a game show. Because again, that's what I am looking for. That's me. I am a fan of it. If you do it and you're a good one, you're going to have me following you and eventually subbing and everything else. I guarantee it. But what the three I saw, it didn't do it. It did not do it. And like I said, I'm not picking on them. It's just kind of like it felt wrong. It felt wrong to see game show in a title and it wasn't a game show. I know. I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for this. And again, I'm just going by what I feel. I'm going by what I feel and what I think. It's one of the things that it was one of those reasons I wanted to get off Playroom. I got tired of the fake titles trying to draw me in. Yeah, Shoda, I did get your message. It's already taken care of. It's already taken care of. All right, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I am going to close this out, and I have to do this a little differently because my game shows kind of crapped out on me earlier while I was working on them. So bear with me 1 minute. Help if I turn the microphone back on, wouldn't it? So again, I'm hoping this stuff's working like it is supposed to. But yeah, that was just something I had to get off my chest. And again, I love Trainwrecks. I'm a fan of his show. And like I said, I know Money was actually talking about him Tuesday. I didn't get to stay around for long because I am now officially chauffeuring Bubbles to the office on certain mornings until she gets her car fixed. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Trainwrecks. And that just bugged the hell out of me. It really did. It was one of those things where I kind of felt bad that I'm going to bitch about a guy that I like to watch. So where was I? Oh, anyway, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I would like to welcome you guys to Listwits. We are the one. We are the only. And I use the word only because this is how I feel. Like I said, I got one other streamer I have to check out to make sure. We are the one. We are the only live interactive game show that comes to you live from Twitch every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and we give away stuff every episode. There is no charge to you other than participating. That's it. That's the only thing we charge you for is to participate. Yes, we do take donations. Show, I need you because I know you said you were trying to donate. If you are still going to check the Twitch page. I changed it over from straight PayPal over to my Streamlabs account. So hopefully that will help. As you guys have seen, there is a new bot on the channel. His name is, I'm going to hope this comes up because I just heard it. I want to see if it pops up. There we go. Oh! It didn't do what it was supposed to do. Damn it. I got to fix something else. Oh, I thought I had that fixed and prepared and done. But yeah, we are here every Wednesday. We are here every Saturday. And we are a throwback, so to speak, of some of your favorite game shows from around the world. As you can see in front of you, we have our regular feature, the 4-letter word, in which there is one 4-letter word that goes straight down the middle. And each letter completes the appropriate word going across the board. There you go. That is my new bot, Alex Trebek bot. I couldn't resist being a game show host. So I had to do Alex Trebek. I almost put Nick Knowles in, but nobody but maybe the British would know who he is. So I kind of had to back off. Now, the good news is I did change the camera up a little bit. So at some point, I can actually show you guys off some of the prizes, some of which you see up here behind me and on the shelving behind me there. um, but yeah, I got it set up so now that I can show a few things off, or a few more things off than I already have. I do have to move the keyboard out of the way because I have like 3 keyboards. All right, it's got to be a knucklehead thing then, because I don't think my account is closed out. I hope it's not. If it is, I didn't know about it. Oh, Nuop. Okay, that's a word, your 4-letter word. Hopefully, Alex Trebek will behave like he's supposed to and catch it if somebody gets the 4-letter word. Again, if it misses the 4-letter word and when I show it off, just please let me know when we get to the end, and then I will go back and I will double check through all of the chat and see if I can find it. All right, so I was trying to think, what was I just going to show off? I was going to get up and show off something. I can't remember what it is now. I cannot remember what it is for the life of me. I think Nick Knowles, computer, shut up. Nick Knowles, to me, is the next best game show god of a host. That's what I think. I felt so sorry for him when he got saddled with $1 Million Mind in the United States. It was a great idea. He was the right person for it. It just didn't work. I will give you an example. When they did 500 questions in the States, I wanted Nick Knowles to come across. I wanted Nick Knowles in the States to do 500 questions. I am still mad that the United States passed on doing Secret Fortune. I am totally irate about that. But, because I know Donny Osmond would have done a great job with it. But they just said no. It was in the works. Contract was ready to be done. Game shows would have had a great revival. And they said no. I want my game show rebirth on TV. I really do. To me, what is the best thing than laughing at somebody when they get a question wrong on TV, saying, I knew that, or cheering somebody when they get a really hard one wrong, or a really hard one right? And I don't mean dog eat dog. I don't mean double dare or anything yourself. He's a do-it-yourself guy? Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that about him. But yeah, to me, Nick Knowles should have been the next great game show of the entire world. That's what I think personally. I swear I could watch that man. I could watch him reading the ingredients on a box of cereal, and he would have me thinking, I should have known that. He really would have. And that's not to say there aren't other good ones. The guy that did In It to Win It, I like. Bradley Walsh, I like. I'm going to say those would be my 3 best UK ones right now. And if I could have any one of those 3 hosting game shows in the States, I would grab them in a heartbeat. I got to figure out if I can get in touch with Nick and just say, hey, Nick, can I have DIY SOS Nick Knowles? Okay, I'll have to look it up. I will definitely have to look it up. Let me put it this way. The reason I respect that man so much is he did a game show that was a kind of a take off of Deal or No Deal, and I can't remember the name of this now, where somebody basically won a paycheck for life. And it is the worst game show idea I think I'd ever seen. I really think it is. And somehow he made me want to watch it. Alexander Armstrong. Uh, no. I can take Armstrong. Oh wait. I'm sorry. Alexander Armstrong is the one for In It to Win It, right? No, it's not Alexander Armstrong. Is it Alexander Armstrong? I'm trying. Now you got me thinking, Scuds. Now you got me thinking. Uh, but yeah, it's like those three. Yeah, it was out. It was. No, it's not. Not. I love the game of Pointless. I don't think Alex could carry anything but Pointless. I've actually got a variation of Pointless here. Um, I don't think Alex could carry anything but Pointless. He's got that. He would be one of those good late night talk show hosts in America. But game show wise, no. I am a fan of Cash Trapped, which I know Alexander did, and he did Pointless. You misspelled anti-math list wits. I think those are the only two Alex has done. I think. And I love the games, and I think he does them well. But I can't see him getting away from anything where he can't talk with the contestants during the game show. He's got to have a rapport with them, or it doesn't quite work. That's why it's always the two of them on Pointless. Because both of them together made it work. They get to banter off of each other. Alex from Target. Alex from Target. All right, you lost me, bros. You lost me. It's kind of like, yeah, I love Bradley Walsh. Like I said, he's my third one. Like I said, Nick Knowles, the In It to Win It host, who I can't think of his name right now, and Bradley Walsh are my three. Alexander's okay. I mean, I like Alexander for what he does. Who's the Middle Eastern guy that I can't stand? He did number one, I think it is, and they had him try one other one, and it's like, no, doesn't work. But, and Scuds, don't hate me for saying this, but the UK gets a little snobby with their game shows. I am a Dale Winton. Thank you. That's the one. I like Dale. Dale, here's the thing about Nick, Dale, and Bradley. And this is why I like these three better than anybody else. When they are participating, you think they want you to win. You think they want you to win. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to try to see if I can fix that. Where's my dashboard? Bear with me 1 minute, guys. I gotta see if I can fix this. I may not be able to fix this till the next episode. Because it should have given you guys points already, and for some reason it's not doing it. For those of you that are here, it should have already given you points. But I don't know why it's not doing it. All right, I'll have to work on that. I will have to work on it because it's counting the points on the loyalty page. It's not doing it on the bot, and I'm not sure why it's not. So that's one I will have to fix in the near future. I got to figure out why it's not pulling the stuff over like it's supposed to be pulling. And ladies and gentlemen, my Trebek bot is not paying attention apparently. Oh, no, it's not. Nope, it's paying attention. Never mind. There we go. Delve. Yep. Wrong window. Delve getting our 4-letter word. It is indeed duos. And I figured that one was going to be a hard one. I really figured that one was going to be a hard one. And I think you made it with about 20 seconds to spare, Delve. I think you made it with about 20 seconds to spare because the timer was resetting. It is indeed duos, the 4-letter word that we were looking for. So with that, Delve will be getting a shot at the vault here momentarily. So bear with me, Delve, as I go get it open. All right, Delve, with that. 3, 4, 5, 5. We only have 4 numbers on the top row. So Delve, with that, my dear, you get to pick any one of the 3 remaining rows with which to remove an incorrect number. So Delve, which row would you like me to pull the incorrect number from? We have row 2, row 3. Let's put it this way. We got the white row, the blue row, and the green row. All right, Delve says we need to remove an incorrect number from row 2. And with that, let's get rid of the 8. We're going to get rid of the 8. All right, Delve, I got to turn the music down because hopefully this will work here in a second. Yeah, Noel, I do not like Noel Edmonds. I do not like him at all. He does not look like he cares whether or not you win. All right, so Delve going to go with 5, 4, 0, 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we put that number into the combination of our vault. And again, please tell me if you guys can hear this. Oh, okay, I gotta do it this way. We put the number into the vault. We turn the lock. Ladies and gentlemen, as Delve opened the vault tonight. Oh, the vault is not opened yet. So with that, we have to close the vault down for a little bit. But we will bring it back up very, very shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to give me a minute. So with that, we always do this between games so I can get it working. And And I did find one thing I don't like about Streamlabs OBS is apparently when you open up the settings menu is actually bigger than the screen. So you actually have to like resize it every time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. I hit the wrong one. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the list. And as you guys know, last Friday was St. Patrick's Day, and last Saturday was St. Patty's Day. And I had originally designed a couple of St. Patty's Day lists, but my voice gave out. My voice completely croaked on me Saturday night. And I apologize, folks. You notice it feels a lot better today at the moment. So tonight, we're going to actually be using one of our St. Patty's Day lists. We're actually going to be using one of my St. Patty's Day lists as tonight for list number 1. We are looking for green phrases. We are looking for words and phrases that contain the word green. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the list of list wits. Green with envy, not there. Green day, not there. Green beans, not there. Green stamps, mean green. Green thumb, green piece. Grass is greener on the other side. I like that one, and it's not there. Green giant, green day. And again, guys, if I do miss one, little French lady getting. I gotta make sure I get the right one. Oh, wait a minute, I may have missed one. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss one. I've got to make sure I click the right one. There we go. Little French lady. Starting things off. Green around the gills for sure. Uh-oh, you guys letting the Canadians take it again. Green thumb, green light. Give me more for green light. I'm going to say that right now. Green fingers, green with envy, gringo, green hornet, Mr. Kozuki. Damn it, guys. You guys are letting the Canadians do it again. I hate it when it does that. There we go. So we're kind of guessing on the timer now. I don't know. I lost count. Norvs or Nerdy or Norvs or whoever asked. I think I started right when you started. I started right when you did What Did You Learn? I told you when that banner pops up, that's my go sign. So I pretty much started, I think, right at 7 o'clock. I think I started right at 7 o'clock. Oh, is it not showing an IRL again? Yeah, it should be. I'm listed as streaming IRL. It says I'm listed as streaming IRL. All right, so what have I missed? Green Emerald, Green Acres. No, Rub of the Green. Tom Green. Damn it, Took. I had that one pegged for somebody else getting. I had that one pegged for somebody else getting. Yeah, it's definitely showing on my side. So the Green Mile goes to Fallen. All right, Delv, how did you get my secret one? That was going to be my secret one. That was going to be my secret one. I didn't think anybody was going to think of Little Green Apples. Well, we try, Ron. We got to make it look like a real studio, right? We got to make it look just like a real studio. All right, I got to check and see if I have not missed one. So hold on 1 minute. Oh, I refreshed my page. Damn it. I did refresh my page, but I don't see it. So we're going to hope. We're going to hope. Green means go. Oh, that is just so wrong. That is just so wrong, too. That's all I'm going to say. You are the guy that basically, I think DMK just got off the hook on the car accident. We're blaming Took because apparently he's got road rage. We're blaming Took because I think Took's got road rage. So we are down to 2 green phrases, and I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them yet. If they come up and you guys think they have, let me know, and I will have to go back through the bot chat, I think. Let me go look real quick. See, I don't even need the restream chat up anymore, I don't think. But yeah, like I said, the one thing I still have to figure out is the points, because apparently the points are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because what it should be doing is it should be building points, but it's not doing it. So I got to figure out what I got wrong there. The good news, like I said, is my Streamlabs side is keeping everything. But for whatever reason, the bot isn't pulling it over. So I got to talk. So Freddie, if you are here, that was what I was going to ask you about. No, it's set up. I will tell you right now, if on my Streamlabs site, 10 minutes gets you a point. So if you are watching and participating for 10 minutes, you get a point. Now, I'm not going to tell you, or somebody can put in exclamation vault, because I know nobody's got enough points right now for that. And basically, once you earn enough points, you can get a free shot at the vault. So, like I said, there we go. So again, I got to get the points fixed. And basically, what it will say is the Alex Trebek bot will basically tell me somebody's declared to you to try the vault. And immediately after whatever the game is that is active, whoever used vault command within, and I think it's a 30-minute window. I think I got to extend that to like an hour. They will get one shot at the vault as is. They don't get to take any numbers off, but you still get a shot at the vault. Plus, it also has the magical mystery word already set up. So that's already in the Alex Trebek will know that one as well. So if you guys are in normal conversation and I'm ignoring you or not talking to you or whatever, and you use that mystery word, let's just say like last time it was sombrero, the bot should say something, hopefully, to let me know. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have never been here before, welcome to Listwitch. We are the one, we are the only live interactive game show coming to you from Twitch. And again, if you guys saw my pre-show spiel, you guys know why I'm claiming that title still. Like I said, money did point me to the one person, because I couldn't remember their name, that I do have to double check and see. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, every week we give away prizes. And I have to step up to do this, so bear with me. And yes, I actually have to get off camera for a moment. But you could win something like this. Let's see. There we go. Oh, wait, that's too close to the camera. Too close to the camera. There we go. You could actually win something such as this. That is the Star Trek and Kirk Captain versus Khan figure. And again, folks, that could be yours. And again, we don't charge you anything for this. We do this out of the kindness and goodness of sharing our joys and entertainment with you, my fellow nerds and collectibles. Collectites? Is that the word I'm looking for? Collectites? And let's see. Nope. Have not seen it yet. Oh, Delve just taking. Number 10. I just screwed up. Damn it. I just clicked it. I hate this mouse pointer. I hate this bloody mouse pointer. Delve taking Green Beret. And we're crossing number 10 off the board. So number 10 cannot be claimed. So, due to my screw up, like I said, the mouse just, that's my one problem I have with this mouse, is basically for whatever reason, it doesn't always show up. All right, Show says he said it earlier. We'll find out. So hold on. Show is claiming to have said it earlier. Let's see. Green around the gills. Let's see if it does what it's supposed to do. Green-eyed monster. God's green earth, not there. Greenhorn from Show. Soylent Green from Show. Green screen. It ain't easy being green. Like I said, the one thing I wish it would do is give me a search. Oh, he did. I just found it. 1946. All right. So I have to give it to Show. Mr. Greedy, Mr. Jealous, won 4 shots at the vault. There's the one thing it doesn't have. It doesn't have a find function in here, which I thought it should have had. But for whatever reason, it doesn't like me in that regard. That's the one thing it is missing. All right, so we have no celebrities for this one. And we have one extra prize to go with the vault shot. All right, so again, if it comes up on number 10, I'm going to get rid of it. If there's anything under there, I'm going to reset it. All right, so 10 came up blank, so we're good. Like I said, that's where I miss having my presenter mode for this, because if I had my presenter mode, it would work. It would work great, but I only have the one screen. Even though I have like I have the DHMI splitter, but I have to pull in another TV to do this, and I'm running out of room. So I have nowhere to put the second screen. I have nowhere to put the second screen right now. All right, so with that, we're going to take care of Mr. Greedy's show, who got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on the board. And we're going to start with the Green Berets. Is the Green Berets fighting their way to a winning slot for Mr. Kosugi? Oh, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cho getting the small prize of the night. Or the first small prize of the night. Well, see, the thing I am trying to figure out is I actually tried to set the chat to slow down a little. But for whatever reason, it didn't take. Because I was kind of realizing I was losing... I was missing comments. So I tried to set it to slow it down a bit. But for whatever reason, give me a minute. Let me go see if I've got it in here where I want it supposed to be. Yeah, it's already in there, so I am not sure what's going on. All right, so I don't need that. Don't need that window. At least not right now. All right, so with that, we got to go through all the shows to see if he's getting the vault as well. So let's see. We had the Green-Eyed Monster, Green Around the Gills, and one thing he is not a greenhorn. And he went over on the rest. So he's still getting a small prize. But that's all he's getting at the moment. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that means we are down to 5 possible winners. We have Delve, Bros, Fallen, Little French Lady, and Took. And just because I always do it to try to Yep. Get back here, controller. Told you I'm running out of room. Let's go with Little French Lady, who got the Green Lantern. And there is no winning slot for the Green Lantern, which I disagree with because I am a huge Green Lantern fan. And we are down to Delve with Little Green Apples. Like I said, I was hoping that one kind of hung around. But you guys took that one on me. Bros with Give the Green Light. Fallen with the Green Mile. And Took with Tom Green. And we're going to see if Bros is given the green light to claim a vault shot. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bros will be getting the vault shot tonight. Or the first vault shot. Or rather, the second vault shot tonight. And just to show you that all the others are blanked out. So it will be Bros with the vault. And Mr. Kosugi with the small prize of the evening. Or the first small prize. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me as we jump over to a different sponsor so I can...
Hello. Altus. Everybody, it's Thursday, so say yay. It's time to get crazy with Dr. J. Kick it with magic hands, Bob and Nurse Enema. The defective crew sending an erected Pikachu, drawing pictures and arms working and bursting into some flames, shooting off fireworks. Kid, this ain't a game. Don't try this at home, cause it is insane. Unless you got a patient 217 with a defective brain. But don't worry though, be watching the Dr. Jekyll show. Who knows how far he will go? I mean, we'll never know. He's always got something crazy hidden right up his sleeve. And even on your trumpet safe when it's time to bleed. They got the machete swinging, whatever change he's bringing. Fuck, shit, fuck. I gotta watch what I say when I'm on the show, or I'm getting hit with coins from head to toe. Are you ready? Cause I'm ready, let's get it started. Right after a few bars and a hook, then it's a party. Get a drink, take a seat, and let your head meet me. The Doctor Hour for about an hour. So go and get ready for Dr. Jekyll. It's time he's finally here. Dr. Jekyll. Right after some long ass song. Dr. Jekyll. Just listen to Dr. Jekyll and watch Dr. Jekyll every Thursday. Dr. Jekyll, I don't know what the fuck to say. Dr. Jekyll, but that rhymes, right? Dr. Jekyll, 2 times around, right? Dr. Jekyll, lots of Dr. Jekyll.
Good, entertaining stream, and that's what we aim for. It'd help if I would remember to actually load up the slideshow, wouldn't it? All right, so bear with me as we wait for it to show up. Well, see, somehow I think that proves that it actually works. That proves it actually works. All right, so with that, show, we need a number from you between 1 and 152. And because I'm slowly getting below the 150, I'm going to actually start splitting up some of the group prizes in here. For instance, I think there's a couple where the comic books are like kind of like either or. And the tum-tums are either or. So those will start getting split up a little bit. So with that, Mr. Kasugi going for number 99. Ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Kosugi in Treasure Chest 99, it is, make sure I'm counting right, 30, 60, 99. The Deep State Comics, and this is one of those that Nerdy had sent us. And again, I kind of have to get up to get to them, so bear with me 1 minute. Problem is my animal is like basically harassing my filing cabinet again. So bear with me as I get to him. There we are. So with that, Mr. Kosugi, you will be receiving, I think this is the one where I'm actually missing one number. I think I'm missing one number in this set. Actually, I think I'll have to go double check because apparently they came out, and I'm hoping I did not mispackage them. At least that's what I'm hoping. So with that, Mr. Kosugi, you will be getting these Deep State. There we go. The Deep State Comics. Like I said, there's supposed to be 8 of them in there. So there we go. And there are 6 in this bag, and I know the other 2 are still here. I just have to find them. But Mr. Kosugi will be getting those, along with everything else currently in his prize pile at the moment. Which means I got to get a really big box for show and little French lady. So I will have to double check for those. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that will be going to one show, Kosugi. Again, I got to ship more stuff to Canada. Heaven help me. And we're going to close that out for now. And with that, bros, it is now to you. And again, you can remove a number from either the blue row or the green row. Those are the only 2 rows you can remove a number from. So, bros, would you like me to remove a number from the blue row or the green row for you? All right, green it is. And coming off the green row is the 6. All right, bro. So once again, we need a 4-digit combination that you think is opening the vault tonight. All right, bro says it is 8701. We put 8701 into the code, or into the lock. And we pull on the door, and we get it is not the combination to the vault yet again. All right, so we close that down. And ladies and gentlemen, we work our way to the main game of tonight. And I really had to think about this in terms of what I wanted to run. I was not sure. So tonight, because I haven't done a closed game in a while, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I am not quite ready to do closed games. Saturday we may jump over to a closed game. But for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the game of the evening is 7 keys. So tonight the game is 7 keys. And basically, this is a game that is based on an old 1940s American game show. And it is based on the game of Chutes and Ladders. Now, here's the best part. I kind of fixed a little bug I had in here. Actually, let's do one more thing before I do this. I did fix one bug I had in this so that it's going to be a little more interesting. It's going to be a little more interesting. But if you've ever played Chutes and Ladders as a kid, it's basically up the board, down the board. You just don't know how long it's going to take to get you to the top. Well, 7 Keys was designed in the 1950s on a very similar principle. And we're using that principle to run our game. This game will be open to all channel participants, but only one player will be in control of this game, of the board, at any single time. Now, for me to do this, I had to come up with a way to do it. Square number 1, we're going to reveal as a toss-up question. It will be open to everybody on the channel. First player to get the answer correct will be in control of the board. After that question is answered, a random number between 1 and 10 will determine how many spaces forward a player moves. You will land on one of 4 possible squares. There's an F for a forward, which is basically a free step forward. P is a penalty square in which you will be moved backwards. If we get a lose your turn, we will reveal a new toss-up question, and anyone on the channel except the controller of the board gets to answer that question. Whoever gives me the correct answer then takes over as controller. And finally, we have the cue box. This is the standard question box. Whoever is in control of the board will be allowed first guess at the answer to maintain control of the board. If you are incorrect, it acts just like a lose your turn. It then becomes a toss-up for the rest of the channel, and whoever gets that correct then becomes the new controller. Now, here's where it has changed a little. Okay? Where it says all Q's and LYTs are used one time and then discarded, that is not true. Every square can change space type. Every square, whether it's a forward, a penalty, a question, or a lose your turn. So if you land on the same number, it could be a very different result. To start the game, there are 8 to 24 forwards and penalties. Lose your turns on the board, and there's about 46 to 62 questions on the board. So it's a game of knowledge. It is a game of a little bit of luck. Note that to start the game, there will be, whoops, hold on. I need my questions file. To start the game, top 61 through 70, there are no forwards, and in the bottom row, there are no penalties. If you land on it and you change it, that may change. So you could end up with forwards up at the top, and that would be a quick win. You could end up with penalties on the bottom that will send you all the way back to the start. It just depends on the luck. To win the game, you have to get to non-visible square number 71. If a forward square moves you past 70, you win. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start the 7 keys game. And as you can see, we have our start square on the board. We are going to show you the first question. Oop, hold on. I did make one last mistake. Where is it? And where did my question box go? This is what happens when you edit stuff and you forget to change something back. There it is. Right, lady? hate it when it does that. So, ladies and gentlemen, question number 1 on the board is as follows. Which wine can be known as Fino or Oloroso? Which wine can be known as Fino or Oloroso? And hold on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. That question is not going to work. That question is not going to work at the moment. For some reason, it did not reset. So you guys will know a question later in the game, actually, believe it or not. All right, so let's try that again. We are at question number 1. Open game, bros. It is an open game. Which NBA owner won? Damn it. Why is it doing that? It should not be doing that. There we go. Ah! I told you. Like I said, it's one of the joys of working on stuff and then come on. All right, there we go. There we go. As soon as my mouse starts working again. Why does it always do this when I'm trying to do a show? There we go. Which NBA owner warned that he might get some tweezers out and yank out the hair or yank out some of Commissioner David Stern's nose hairs? And Mr. Kosugi is first on the board. It is indeed Mark Cuban. And I'm trying to find it in my file because these are sort of in order. All right, why is it reading from the wrong spot? It's not reading from the right file. It is indeed Mark Cuban. So with that, we reset the board. Show, you are the one that is in control of the board. And you move forward only one space. Which means in spot number 2 for you is a question. So Show, here is the question, and you have first guess at this. There we go. Now we have the right question. the hell? It's reading the wrong file. It is reading the wrong file for some reason. Sorry, I do have a spare one set up, so. So, Show, you have first choice of this answer. Which wine can be classified as Fino or Oloroso? Show says the correct answer is sherry, and it is indeed sherry. So we reset the board, we cover up the space, and we give Show 2 spaces forward to slot number 4, which is another question. So Show, this question is for you and you alone at the moment. Let's try that again. So Show, your next question is as follows. Which golfer founded the U.S. Masters Tournament? Which golfer founded the U.S. Masters Tournament? So Show, we need a guess from you, my friend. Like I said, I got to figure out why they're not transferring over. They're actually showing up on my stream account. But for whatever reason, the bot's not pulling them over like it's supposed to. So I got to figure out what I'm missing. Show says it's Arnold Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not Arnold Palmer, which means it is an open question to everybody but Mr. Kosugi. Ladies and gentlemen, which golfer founded the U.S. Masters Tournament? Which golfer founded the U.S. Masters Tournament? Little French lady says it's Bobby Jones, and it is indeed Bobby Jones. So we reset the board, we load the next question, and little French lady is in control of the board, and she moves forward 10 steps to number 14. Oh, and little French lady loses her turn just like that. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, this next question is open to anybody except little French lady. Little French lady cannot answer this. Which nation enjoyed the first canned corned beef packaged as Godzilla meat in 2001? See, Japan, Ireland, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a correct answer. The correct answer is Japan. It is Japan, which means Show is back in control of the board. And Show, you get to move forward 6 spaces. So that will put you on the 20 spot. And it is a standard question. So Show, you get first guess. Hope I remember to hit the right object of the next question. Which former A-Team star explained during a New Look, I never read in the Bible that the apostles had great abs? Which former A-Team star explained during a New Look, I never read in the Bible that the apostles had great abs? Show says it's Mr. T, and it is Mr. T, which means we reset the board, load the next question, and Show moves forward 2 more spaces. And Show on 22 gets a penalty. Now, the penalties are basically very simple. We move you backwards on the board 9 spaces. So that puts you back on the 13th space, which is a forward. So again, this can happen, ladies and gentlemen. So we move Show forward 9 again, back to number 22, and it is a standard question. All right, Show. So you get another question and you move absolutely nowhere. The next question for you, my friend, is which actor said the main difference between his TV studio and the White House was that the studio had better air conditioning? Which actor said the main difference between his TV studio and the White House was that his studio had better air conditioning? And see, while Show's taking his time, and I do have a time limit on it, Show says it is Ronald Reagan. It is not Ronald Reagan, which means Show is locked out. Which actor said the main difference between his TV studio and the White House was that his studio had better air conditioning? It is not Jesse Ventura. It is not Martin Sheen. Not Donald Trump. Now, if after the timer runs out, and I have it over here on another screen, actually, I think I'll use the computer to start the timers so you guys can hear it. If nobody gives me the answer, the square then becomes a toss-up question on the next question. Because, again, Show lost it. And no, you're locked out, Show, because you had control. You had control. You only get one guess. All right, so we're down to a few seconds left on this one. Which actor said the main difference between his TV studio and the White House was that the studio had better air conditioning? And the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, was Rob Lowe. It was Rob Lowe. And that means nobody gets it, which means it becomes a toss-up question for the channel. So again, now Show, now you can get back in. I mean, toss-up questions, you can answer as many times as you like. The next question on the board. Which plain state claims to be the birthplace of both the Cliff Notes, used by college students, and the Reuben sandwich? Which plains state claims to be the birthplace of both Cliff Notes and the Reuben sandwich? It is Nebraska. It is indeed Nebraska, which means Show is back in control of the board. And we move forward 5 spaces. And with that, Show gets another standard question. What scientific breakthrough did Utah chemist Stanley Pons and Martin Fleischmann announce on March 23rd, 1989? What scientific breakthrough? I just realized what the problem was. The tie kind of came loose. I was sitting there looking at the camera and I'm like, I knew there was something wrong. I know, Dr. J, I'm thinking the same thing. Show, what scientific breakthrough did Utah chemist Stanley Pons and Martin Fleischmann announce on March 23rd, 1989? Computer, start 1 minute timer.
1 minute, starting now.
And the problem is I got to do it vocally because I have to go in and refix my Alexa. Actually, no, I don't. I may have something I can use here, I think. It is not dark matter. Computer, stop timer.
1 minute timer canceled.
All right, that means it is open to everybody on the channel with the exception of Mr. Kazuki. And ladies and gentlemen, the 1 minute timer for you starts now. Oh, you guys are letting the Canadians just run away with this. It is cold fusion for little French lady. So little French lady is back in control of the board. And with that, little French lady, you move forward 5 spaces again to number 32. And it is a standard question. So little French lady in control, and here is the question. What two Middle Eastern nations merged in 1990, the same year as East and West Germany? What two Middle Eastern nations merged in 1990, the same year as East and West Germany? And little French lady, your 1 minute timer starts now. You guys actually probably have about 40 seconds due to the delay. What two Middle Eastern nations merged in 1990, the same year as East and West Germany? And time is up. No answer from little French lady. Which means we open it up to the entire channel again. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what two Middle Eastern nations merged in 1990, the same year as East and West Germany? Again, little French lady is out. She's the only one that cannot answer this now. And ladies and gentlemen, the timer starts now. Hey, Freddie, how we doing, my friend? See, now I know it's not working because it's not popping up the followers. So I've got a few bugs I've still got to work out of this thing. So there are a few bugs I do have to work out of it. It's not Persia, Scuds. What two Middle Eastern nations merged in 1990, the same year as East and West Germany? Oh, and the timer is done. Nobody got that one within the 2-minute timer. Officially, you had 2 minutes altogether to, like, if you didn't know. The correct answer was North and South Yemen. It was North and South Yemen. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we load up the next question, and we show you the next question on the board. So again, this is an open question to everybody now. What two Willies greeted Barry Bonds at home plate when he blasted his 500th home run? What two Willies greeted Barry Bonds at home plate when he blasted his 500th home run? So again, this is open to everybody on the channel. Because again, it is a toss-up question. Little French lady got lucky. She did not lose it. What two Willies greeted Barry Bonds at the home plate when he blasted his 500th home run? And ladies and gentlemen, the 1-minute timer starts now. It is not Willy Wonka and Wooly Willy. What two Willies greeted Barry Bonds at home plate when he blasted his 500th home run? It is not Willie Nelson. Wow, another stumper. It was Willie Mays and Willie McCovey. Willie Mays is Barry Bonds' Willie Mays is his godfather, and I can't remember what. I think McCovey was his uncle. I can't remember right off the top of my head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we reset the board. And again, it's open to everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, here is the next question. What does the European Space Agency, using a system dubbed Melissa, propose to recycle into oxygen, water, and food? What does the European Space Agency, using a system dubbed Melissa, propose to recycle into oxygen, water, and food? I'll give you guys a second just to make sure we can. Correct, Walrus. It is human waste. The Melissa system is designed to recycle human waste into a lot of reusable items. So with that, Walrus is now in control of the board, provided he doesn't land on a lose your turn. And Walrus moving forward 7 spaces to number 39. And in slot number 39 is a standard question. So, Walrus, this question is for you. And you alone to start with. What nation boasted the world's 5th largest army before it was decimated in 1990? What nation boasted the 5th largest army in the world before it was decimated in 1990? Give me a minute. I'm moving a few things around here. Walrus says it's Iraq, and it is Iraq. Iraq was the army. It was the 5th largest in the world until Operation Iraqi Freedom. So with that, Desert Storm. Walrus is moving forward one space to another question. All right, Walrus, that means you get first shot at the question. And here is the question for you. Who snagged 7 national batting titles during his years with the Oryx Blue Wave? Who snagged 7 national batting titles during his years with the Oryx Blue Wave? Who snagged 7 national batting titles during his years with the Oryx Blue Wave? And with that, Walrus, it is not Willie Mays. Walrus not giving anybody any time to Google this one. With that, ladies and gentlemen, your 1-minute timer for this question starts now. Again, Walrus is locked out. Nope, not Jackie Robinson. Who snagged 7 national batting titles during his years with the Oryx Blue Wave? Nope, not Bill Matlock. You guys are thinking too far back. You guys are thinking too far back. Not Sammy Sosa. Fallen, getting it. It is Ichiro Suzuki. And he gets it right before the timer runs out. It is indeed Ichiro Suzuki with the Japanese national batting titles with the Oryx Blue Wave. I didn't say they were all American teams. So with that, Fallen moving forward 8 steps to number 48. And it's a bonus forward step. So Walrus getting close to the top for 2 spaces. And it is a standard question. So Fallen, you will have first shot at the question. And here is the question. Which Facts of Life girl was the first to lose her virginity on the show simply because the actress playing her volunteered to do it? Which Facts of Life girl on the show, and I need the character, was the first to lose her virginity on the show simply because the actress playing her volunteered? So, Fallen, that is your question. Your timer starts now. Which Facts of Life girl was the first to lose her virginity on the show? And again, I need the character. simply because the actress playing her volunteered. We know Fatality lost it on the show. Which Facts of Life girl was the first to lose her virginity on the show simply because the actress playing her volunteered? So we were waiting for an answer from Fallen. I'm not even going to dignify that one, show. I'm not even dignifying that one. No, it is not Molly. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is open to everybody else on the channel. Fallen is the only one that cannot answer. And the timer starts now. Little French lady taking it. It was Natalie. It was Natalie. Basically, the young lady that played Natalie said it would make more sense for her character to be the first because she was so goody-goody, so to speak. So she said, heck yes, I'll do that for my character. All right, so with that, little French lady steals it back. And little French lady moves forward 7 more spaces to number 57. And it is another question on the board. What Manhattan's landmark concert hall was renamed Isaac Stern Auditorium in 1996? What Manhattan Landmark's main concert hall was renamed Isaac Stern Auditorium in 1996? And the timer starts now. Which Manhattan Landmark's main concert hall was renamed Isaac Stern Auditorium in 1996? What Manhattan Landmark's main concert hall was renamed? And little French lady does get it right. It is indeed Carnegie Hall. So little French lady's still in control of the board. And it's going to take at least 2 questions unless there's a forward up here. We move little French lady forward to number 67. Uh-oh. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Little French lady might just finish it off right here. Who was paid a reported $2 million just to show up at the 2000 Dubai Desert Classic? Little French lady. Who was paid a reported $2 million just to show up at the 2000 Dubai Desert Classic? And your 1-minute timer for this question starts now. You knew somebody had to use the old dad joke. And it's not going to be me. I got the beard, but I'm not doing it. Nope, 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 nope. Little French lady says it's Tiger Wood. And it is Tiger Woods. So with that, little French lady, if this comes up with a 4 or better, you have won the 7 steps game. Or 7 keys game. Everybody else is hoping for a 1 to a 3. The forward step is 4 steps, which means that puts Little French Lady at slot number 71. And with that, Little French Lady has just claimed the 7 Keys game. So congratulations to one Little French Lady. You Canadians are going to kill me. Plain and simple. All right, so bear with me here 1 minute as I got to get rid of all these questions that are no longer in use. And I got to figure out why it's not reading my file like it's supposed to. So I have to go back and work on that one. You're good for 3 dad jokes a night, huh? All right, so with that, Little French Lady will be claiming a large prize tonight. You guys just letting the Canadians run all over you, and even the other Canadians run all over the other Canadians. And while we're waiting, and again, guys, like I said, if you guys have videos of wow, it should not have been that loud because I have that thing turned way down. I have that thing turned way down. It's like at like negative 46 decibels. So I don't know what it's doing. All right, Little French Lady. No, it officially still only counts as 20, Walrus. It still officially only counts as 20. The idea is if they're hosting you, it's basically they see that little button that says go to channel whatever, and they basically jump over to that other channel. So yeah, at the moment I've got like 17 on the channel. All right, Little French Lady, with that, my dear, I need a number between 1 and 168. I'll have to go back and double check because, like I said, I would have swore that that was turned down from the get-go. See, I guess it's a good thing I didn't send your packages out because, like I was going to earlier. Because now I just get a bigger box and do it all at once. All right, 30, 60, 90. Little French lady going with number 100 right in the middle of the board. And in treasure chest number 100 for Little French lady is the Paranoia Comics. And yes, I actually do have these in the large for a reason. Because it is pretty much an entire set. And like I said, the worst thing is, I meant to read these before I got them, and I never took them out. But this is the actual entire set. I think there are 6 of them in here. If you are like me, and if you played role-playing games when you were in high school, I love this game. But it is the Paranoia. Whoop, there we go. I keep forgetting to look at the camera over here when I hold something up. It is the Paranoia comic set. And I actually picked these up in Austin. There we go. Let's see if I can I'm trying to get this without knocking the microphone over. But this is based on a role-playing game where basically you were in a faction, and this faction hated this faction, this faction hated this faction, and there were like 6 factions, and it was like a big circle. So it was like faction A hated or if you were in faction B and you found somebody who was in faction A, you wanted to kill them. Faction C wanted to kill whoever was in B, D wanted to kill who was in C, E wanted to kill who was in D, F wanted to kill whoever was in E, and A had to kill whoever was in F. So you had like these 6 factions. It was a circle. And one person was a saboteur sent by the computer, and their goal was to kill everybody. All the while, you still had to get to a final point to beat the role playing, whatever the game master has set up. Like you had to go destroy something simple. Like you had to go destroy a shipment of computer terminals. That's all you had to do. But you didn't know who you could trust. Because if you found out these people were from other factions that you didn't like, your goal was to kill them. And if you killed them, you got like bonus. And that was the only way you really leveled up in that role-playing game, was by killing the other factioneers. And if you figured out who was the computer spy, you had to actually kill the computer spy as well. And we played this one time, and we had a guy, he was a great role-playing game, but he didn't know what a garrote was. And he had a garrote. And he spoke up and he asked the game master, "What's a garrote?" Everybody turned and looked and said, "You're dying." Because we knew who was the computer infiltrator. And it was like if he had not said, I think he would have gotten away with killing all of us. And he would have gotten away with it easy because nobody suspected him. Absolutely nobody suspected him. All right, so we have those put away. And while I'm on my feet, just to show off something else, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we did have some new prizes we actually picked up, which include, I think we showed these off on like last Saturday's show. These are the illuminated LED lights with various Marvel superheroes. And these are some of the prizes that are in the prize pile right now as a large. So we had like 6 of them. And I think they're currently set up as choice, but that will be changing. I think those are set up as choice. Because now officially we only have 152 larges So I'm going to start breaking down some of the larges down into individual prizes, just so I actually can make sure I have enough stuff, since I still need a job to pay for all this stuff. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get ready to wrap things up. Or actually, we're going to wrap things up here. I think Wednesdays we're going to go with one list, one big game, one 4-letter word. So we're going to cut back a little, because that way we can get done and taken care of it not by 9 o'clock. That's our goal. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, I want to thank you guys for joining us. It feels good to be back, to have my voice back in particular, which means I can actually do a great show, unlike Saturday, which was like a really bad show. But for those of you that are here, thank you for joining us on the one, and I'm going to say it again, the only live interactive game show that comes to you live from Twitch every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and don't forget, tomorrow night we will be doing After Dark. We'll probably be doing one of the drawing games tomorrow night, probably. But we will be doing that through the Playroom or PlayStation, and we will do party chat. So make sure if you want to play, you are interested in joining us on the party chat. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close things down, and we're going to say, as we always do, you can exercise the body. That's a great thing. This is a wonderful thing to do. But if you don't exercise the mind to go with it, then the rest of it is just a heap of bones that you're not pushing to be the best you can be. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wish you guys a good night, and hail Saturn. And we will see you guys tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Central Time, or 10:30 Central Time, with Wits After Dark. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be good, and we'll see you then.